Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss a video from testbook.com.
Hello guys, I'm Dhiraj and I welcome you all to Testbook.com and I'm here to provide you the best I have. So guys, once again I have bring what session for UPPSC AE Mechanical for expected questions and we are going to solve a lot of the questions, right? So first of all, very good morning to all of you, and I can see that few people have already joined. So those who have already joined, they have to do hit like, share and subscribe the channel. And one more thing, what you have to do, you have to share the link of this video in your social media groups. Okay, so that the maximum people, those who are looking for the UPPSC Mechanical expected question, they will get benefited of this session, my dear. Okay, so yes, I can see that few people have already joined. So very good morning to all of you, my dear. Very good morning, very good morning. Sam, very good morning. Okay, so very good morning to all of you. So we are going to solve a lot of questions, right? But before that, what you have to do, you have to share the link of this video in your social media group so that the maximum people will get joined and they will get benefited. क्रांति आप ही लोग ला सकते हो. Remember, Sam, कर दिया ना शेयर. Okay. So give me a minute. Okay. Give me a second. Yes. Okay. Sam said yes. Very well. Hi. You're most welcome in the session. You're most welcome in the session. So guys, right now it's very good morning. It's 9. We are going to start the session, my dear, at 9 too, right? It's 9 only. Very good morning to all of you. Very good morning. So guys, we are going to start at 9 too. Within 2 minutes, we are going to start the session. Within 2 minutes, we are going to start the session. Within 2 minutes, we are going to start the session. So, yes, those who are joined, yes, I can see that few people are already joined. So, guys, I want to let you know, those who are new into this channel, my dear, I want to let you know that we have already launched SSC JE Mechanical Live Coaching, man, which is running now. My dear, if you are interested for SSC JE Mechanical Live Coaching, then my dear, you have to fill the form which is provided. That is, link of that application has been provided in the description of this video. You can fill the form. And my dear, same thing that I want to tell you, if you are interested for what, my dear, for practicing like quiz, for GATE reward quiz. So we have a GATE reward quiz and you will get a chance to win exciting prizes for answering the question. So my dear, you can attempt it in the website as well as in the app of Testbook. And my dear, one more thing that I want to tell you, that is you won RRB NTPC exam dates out. You know that from 15th of December it is going on, right? So guys, you can explore the Testbook Pass just for rupees 299 and you can give the mock test that will be helpful for your actual RRB NTPC examination. Okay, so explore the Testbook Pass in the website as well as in the app, my dear. AE mock test, but all other department mock test available, sir. I'm not getting AE Mechanical not available in the Testbook app. Okay. Okay. Definitely, I will forward your this concern to the concerned authorities. Don't worry. Definitely, I will forward your request. That is to the concerned authorities. Very well. Okay, my dear. Here we go. Right now it's 9:02. So we are going to solve a lot of questions. So my dear, here it is the first question on your screen. Here, this is the first question. If the axis of the rolling of the ship, axis of the rolling of the ship, and that of what, my dear, and of the stabilizing rotor are parallel, if then it will result in a higher bow and lower stem, a lower bow and higher stern turning towards left, no gyroscopic effect. See, both our axes are what, my dear? Parallel. Then, my dear, what will happen? There should be no gyroscopic effect. There should be no gyroscopic effect. I repeat, there should be no gyroscopic effect. Yes, guys, please answer. Please answer. The answer will be number 4. Answer will be number 4. Yes, very good. Ramendra Pandey, you are most welcome in the session. And if you are new to this channel, do hit like, share, and subscribe the channel. Here we go for next. Clock is an application of. Clock is an application of what, my dear? Simple guillotine, compounded guillotine, reverted, epicyclic. Can you tell me? Hari Bacha, please tell me. Very good. Reverted. What should be the answer? Rahul Patel, most welcomes. What about the second question, my dear? Second question, you can see. Clock is an application of, I repeat. So it is none other than what, my dear? It is very good. It is what, my dear? Reverted gear train. It is reverted gear train. It is reverted gear train. Okay, here we go for next. The relationship between the blank diameter D and cup diameter D during deep drawing operation. And you know that it is none other than what, my dear? D square plus 4DH. Right now, capital D. Yes or no? Yes or no, my dear? Very good. Reverted. Very good. Third one. What about this one? What about this one? Very good. ये भी आया था. Okay. Okay. Relationship between blank diameter, which is none other than this one, my dear. Yes or no? Yes or no, bacha? Of course it is. Very good. Very good. Shubha, Shabnam, Rahul, Sam, everybody. Here we go for next, my dear. Too high welding current in arc welding will result in. If supposed to be we have very high current, then what will happen, my dear? There is an excessive penetration and definitely there is an excessive what? क्या होगा? Excessive deposition, right? So क्या होगा उससे? That will the weld get spatter, right? So it is what, my dear? Excessive spatter we are going to observe. Undercutting is there due to the higher penetration, due to the high current, and irregular deposit that I told you, unvested electrodes. It's correct. And my dear, supposed to be, if there is a low current, then what will happen? There is no fusion, right? There is no fusion. And my dear, what? We are going to get unstable arc, right now? And penetration will be not that much we required. So that's why we required optimum current for welding. Remember this one. Remember, very good. Spatter, very good. Everybody is correct. Here we go for next. Gantt chart involved with what, my dear? Production schedule, drawing, design of component, maximizing all profit, all of the above. My dear, it is only related with what, my dear? Production schedule. It is only related to what, my dear? Production schedule. I hope you got it, beta. It is only related to what? Production schedule. Here I go. Here I go. I hope everybody is getting very good. Very good. Here we go, my dear. Ramendra, very good. Which of the following is an optical encoder? Optical encoder कौन सा? Actuator नहीं है, microcontroller नहीं है, microprocessor नहीं है. My dear, but transducer is what, my dear? Optical encoder. It is optical encoder, right? I hope you got it, beta. Yes, and it is of two types. It is of two types. One is what, my dear? Incremental. Incremental. Another one is what? Another one is what, my dear? Can you tell me? Absolute type. Another one is what? It have two types. Absolute optical encoder, right? It is what? 4-1 is correct. 4th one. Very good. Very good morning. Very good morning. Okay, here we go. Two spring of stiffness 100 Newton per meter, each are connected in series. They are connected in series, okay, like this. Okay, series mein. And support a mass of 2 kg, okay. And it is of 100 and 100 Newton per meter. Okay, bacha. The natural frequency of the system will be, we have to calculate natural frequency in hertz, my dear. Hertz में calculate करना है. What should be the formula for it? Can you tell me, beta? हाँ जी. What should be the formula for it? The formula is nothing but for calculating efficiency in hertz. Frequency in hertz, my dear. It is 1 upon 2 pi into k by m, and that k should be equivalent. Here k equivalent will be what, my dear? 1 upon 100 plus 1 upon 100. And my dear, you will get how much? I think it should be 50. 50 आ रहा है. It is 50 na? 50. So my dear, it should be 1 upon 2 pi under root of 50 divided by what? 2. You will get 25. That is what? 5 upon 2 pi. That is what, my dear? 2.5 by pi. 2.5 by pi. Number 2 is correct. Number 2 is correct. Very good. हो रहा है. Vamshi Krishna Nullu, that I want to tell you that yes, exam is going on. Don't worry. Very good, Lalita ji. Guys, those who have joined, they have to do it, like, share, and subscribe the session, my dear. Here we go. The maximum normal stress theory is used. Normal stress means what, my dear? Rankine theory. And that is nothing but what? Maximum principal stress theory. That is applicable for what, my dear? Rankine theory is applicable for what? Brittle material. Brittle material. Very good. Very good. Here we go for next, my dear. Here we go. That is normal stress theory means what, my dear? Rankine theory. And that is applicable for brittle material. Brittle, it's not ductile, I repeat. Very good. Here we go for next. A hole of dia D is to be punched through a sheet metal of thickness T. How much force? You know that. How much force required to punch the hole? You know that. How much force is required, my dear? L into T. That is T is what? Thickness. Tau is what? Shear stress. And this L is nothing but what, my dear? Characteristic length, right? Right now, characteristic length, or you can say, my dear, what? Perimeter, you can say. So, my dear, it should be what? Pi D T into tau, right? Yes or no, बच्चा? Shear करते हैं ना, sheet होती है. Suppose this we have sheet. So, we have to punch over here. So, my dear, what you have? You have to shear now. So, it is what? Pi D. Thickness of the sheet is T. And you have to apply shear stress. That is tau. Very good. Very good. That is pi dt into tau. Ajay Chaurasia, very good. Manthan Raj, most welcome in the session. Issue of work orders to start production according to the schedule is called, my dear. See, issue of work orders to start production according to the schedule is, my dear, none other than what? Dispatching. It is what, my dear? Dispatching. Routing is nothing but deciding a path, right? Right now. And my dear, monitoring is nothing but what? Analyzing the data, right? And my dear, one more thing that I want to tell you, that is there is a loading. We have seen this. Loading means what? That is when we allot a particular operation for a particular machine or manpower. That is what, my dear? That is activity, or we can say task to any machine or manpower. That is nothing but a loading. Okay. Very good. Here we go, my dear. Here we go. Statement 1. The distribution of mass along the axis of rotation of shaft depends on configuration of part. Yes, it's correct. This statement is correct. Absolutely correct. All center of mass fall. No, all center of mass, no. It is a center of gravity. That is straight line parallel to the axis. That means what? This one is true, this one is false. Right? So what is the option, my dear? One is true, but statement 2 is false, right? Number 2. यहाँ पे center of gravity होना चाहिए. Okay? Centroid. That means centroid should be there. But they have said all centers. No, there is no all centers. Here we go. The periodic time of one's oscillation for simple pendulum, you know that it is what, my dear? 2 pi L by G. Right now? And frequency will be what? 1 upon 2 pi. Right? Which one option is correct, my dear? This one. Very good. 2 pi L by G. Very good. Here we go for next, my dear. Here we go. I hope you got it, each and everything. Right? Guys, can we go ahead? Haji bacha, here we go. So here we go. I think the question is over. So here. Which among the following is not a spring control governor? Which is not? Not. Is very important word. So my dear, Pickering is spin control. Hartnell is spin control. Hartung is also spring control. So my dear, but we know that Royal Governor is what? It is not a spring control governor. So fourth one is correct for it. Fourth one. Here we go, my dear, for next question. Here we go. I think there is a lag, so no issue on that. Fourth one. Here we go. When a body of mass m is rotating with an angular velocity omega at distance r from the center of rotation, okay, the radial acceleration of the body, my dear, see, there is a link and it is rotating with velocity omega, okay, okay now. The center of rotation, the radial acceleration, you know that radial acceleration is what, my dear? It is nothing but it is what? It should not equal to 0 when what? Velocity is there. That means what? Direction is changing now. It is responsible for direction right now. And there is another component, that is tangential component. It is responsible for what? Magnitude. But you know that when there is a constant, when there is a constant what? Velocity, supposed to be any link is there and it is rotating with constant velocity, that at that time this at is what, my dear? 0, because angular acceleration will be 0. Right now it is 0. Why? Because at that time the angular acceleration will be 0. Right now. So what is the value of this one? You know that it is none other than what, my dear? It is, Hanji Bacha, be fast. I have told you that is none other than r into omega square. R into omega square hota hai iska answer. That is what? R into omega. This one. Yes, number 1 is correct. Very good. Number 1. But you should remember that tangential component is responsible for magnitude and the radial one responsible for direction, change in direction. But one thing you have to keep in mind, when there is a constant velocity, that is omega, at that time the angular acceleration will be 0, and due to which, my dear, tangential will also 0. So here the tangential will be 0 because they have already said that is angular velocity omega is there given, that is constant. Exode is nothing but also known as exode. You know that it is nothing but what, my dear? It is a what? Locus of instantaneous axis. It is locus of what, my dear? Instantaneous axis, right? Yes. Now here we go for next. Locus of instantaneous axis. Don't get confused about locus and only instantaneous axis. The answer will be locus of instantaneous axis. When we have studied the instantaneous center, at that time I have explained many times. That is, my dear, exode is nothing but what? It is a locus of instantaneous centers. Here we go. What happened to the tool cutting forces if the cutting speed what of the tool increases, my dear? If you increase the cutting speed, my dear, then what will happen to the what force, cutting force? Can you tell me, beta? Be fast. Be fast. Yes, please tell me. You know that what? Cutting force is what? Inversely proportional to what? Velocity. So if it is high, my dear, it will going to what? Drop. Third. Sir, start Tamil Nadu TRB exam class. We also waiting for long time. Okay, Manthan. Manthan ji, definitely. I will look. Definitely, I will do the analysis of TRB and then we'll start, my dear. Don't worry. Definitely, I will forward your request to the concerned authorities. What I can do. Definitely. And then we'll discuss. And my dear, then we'll come up with something. Okay? I hope, Manthan Raj, you got my point. Here we go. Process of reheating the hardened steel to some temperature below theoretical range, followed by any rate of cooling known as, my dear, known as, it is none other than what, my dear? It is tempering. It is what, beta? Tempering. Okay? It is tempering. Okay? I hope you got it, beta. It is what? Tempering is what? We do tempering just to reduce what, my dear? Brittleness. Number 3 is correct. Very good. Here we go. In a blanking operation, the clearance is provided on. Blanking operation, my dear, we provide clearance. Clearance to what, my dear? Yes, please tell me. To the punch. You know that, na? Punch pe dete hain clearance. Punch is equal to what, my dear? Punch pe dete hain. That is what? Actual size. Actual size minus 2 into clearance. If you remember, yes or no, bacha? I know that you got it. Actual size of what? That is blank. It is a size of what? Blank size, blank actual side, okay? -2 into clearance. That is none other than what, my dear? Number 3. And dies of exact size. Okay, Sam. Which of the following is non-conventional machining method does not cause tool wear? Tool wear in which of the following machining methods? We don't have tool wear. So if you remember, my dear, ECM, what happened? ECM is just happened because of electrolyte, right? Yes or no, bacha? Yes. So, my dear, answer will be what? ECM. Yes or no? And what, my dear? It is based on what? Faraday's law of electrolysis, right? Faraday law electrolysis pe hoti hai, right now? Number 2 is there. Number 2, very good. Very good. Ankur Gar, most welcome. Shiv Kumar, Rahul Patel, Krishnamurthy, ECM. Very good, dear. Very good. Here we go for next. Expressing the dimension as this is a case of, see the question very carefully and then answer, my dear. See the question carefully. Is the case of unidirectional bilateral limiting all of the above? Guys, please tell me. It is which one? Be fast. Be fast. Yes, tell me the answer for it. It is a case of. Guys, be fast. Be fast. Guys, be fast. Very good. Very good. See, Sam, you have done the mistake. It is unilateral. It is unilateral. Why? Because 18 plus, here it is 0. So there is no effect na. 0 hai na yahan pe. So what will impact? That is what? Minus 0.02. So here 0 hai, what? There is no effect of it, right? So it should be what? It have only unidirectional. Okay? I hope you got it, Sam. It is not, it is Rahul. It is only unilateral. You can see that 0.00. Here we go for next. In a forecasting model using exponential smoothing method, the actual and forecasted demand, it is 450 and 470. The forecast for March is what, my dear? 455. The value of the exponential smoothing factor, that is alpha. They want what, my dear? Alpha. So how we are going to calculate alpha? Yes, my dear, please tell me what it should be. What it should be? Yes. Haji bacha, kya hoga? Say what happened? We have March ke liye, what is demand? That is FT. We have formula like this one. What? It is plus alpha, right? And it is what, my dear? Demand minus what? Demand minus forecast factor, right? Right now forecasted, and it should be for again for this period. Okay, so my dear, March ke liye we have 455, and it is none other than what, bacha? It is how much? It is 470. Kitna hai? 470 plus alpha we have to find out. It is 450 minus 470. Calculate, my dear. From here you will get alpha, and alpha will come around 0.75. What? 0.75. It's a simple. एक तरफा राहुल बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हैं. Here we go for next. Here go for next, my dear. Just watch it very carefully. 3-to-1 principle is related with design of locating devices, tool design, plant layout design. What? So it is not with this one. It is what? Tool design se bhi nahi hai. It is design of what, my dear? Locating devices. Number 1 is correct. I hope you got it, beta. It is, yes. Here we go for next. Here we go for next, my dear. Here we go for next. Segmental chips are formed during machining. Segmental chips are formed during machining. What, my dear? Mild steel, like cast iron. Which one, beta? Cast iron. Very good. Very good. Here we go. I got it. What should be the answer for it? Segmental chips. That is none other than what, my dear? Guys, please answer. Be fast. Be fast. Very good. Cast iron is there. Here we go for next. Which of the following can work ideally in the absence of disturbance? In the absence of disturbance. So I want to tell you, if you have, what, my dear? If you have learned what mechatronics, in that we studied that, and that is none other than, my dear, open loop control system. Open loop control system. Brittle material. Very good. Open loop control system. Okay, here we go for next. A projectile is fired at an angle theta to the vertical, the horizontal range for maximum when theta is equal to. So my dear, you know that that is range. What is formula for range? So range is nothing but what, my dear? We can specify range is nothing but v square by g into sine of 2 theta. And my dear, listen to me. Your 2 theta, I hope it's clear to you. Okay, I hope it's clear to you. Now listen, this 2 theta, that is what? When theta is equal to 45, my dear, 2 theta will become 90 and sine 90 will become 1. Right? Sine 90 will become 1. So answer will be what, my dear? 45. Here we go. Which of the following is not a cold working process? Isme se, because you know that slitting is cold working, blanking is also there, lancing is there. But only what, my dear? Extrusion is not a cold working process. Extrusion is not a cold working process. Okay, extrusion is not a cold working process. Guys, do hit like, share and subscribe the channel. Here we go for next. See, if it is not visible to you, I will draw over here. It is F. It is 1 kilonewton. It is 1 kilonewton, right? And it is what? It is 60. And it is also 60. So this will be definitely what, my dear? 60. Yes. And this will be what? 90 plus 60, that is 150. And this is also what, my dear? 150. So what should be the answer? That is 1 upon sine of 150 is equal to 1 upon sine of 150 is equal to f upon sine of 60. My dear, you will get f. And value of f will be, the value of f will be, my dear, how much? It is what? Kitna aa rahi hai? It should be none other than 1.73. 1.73. Option number 3. I hope you got it. No, it's not 1 kilonewton. It's not 1 kilonewton. It is 1.73. I repeat. It is 1.73. Here we go, my dear. In ABC classification system of inventory management dash group items have low level of safety stock. And why it is low level of safety stock? Because they are very costly. And it is, my dear, nothing but what? A. What? A. I hope you got it, beta. Here we go. Here we go, my dear. Can I go? Here we go. Here we go. The purpose of jigs and fixture to increase machining accuracy? Yes, because jigs increase what? It guides the tool. So definitely the accuracy will improve. Facilitate interchangeability? Yes. Decrease expenditure on quality control? Of course. So my dear, it should be all of the above. It should be all of the above. Very good. It should be all of the above. I hope you got it, beta. Here we go for next. What is the product of polymerization of phenol and formaldehyde? You should know that. And it is none other than what, my dear? Bakelite. Kya hota hai product? That is bakelite. It is product of, that is nothing but what, my dear? Bakelite. I hope you got it. Haji bacha. It is bakelite. Okay. Here we go for next. Here we go for next. Had you got it? Can I go ahead? Okay. Upar ke sabhi. Okay, there is lag, I think, because your answer is coming quite late and I have switched to the another question. 2 is correct. Okay, we'll wait for this question. My dear, here we go for next. The process in which molten metal is forced through a nozzle into a steam. It is not steam, huh? It is stream, okay? It is stream. It is not steam. Steam of water or air. Okay, that is stream. Okay, steam is there. That is stream है, यहाँ पे stream ही होगा, but the thing is कि Stream. Stream of water or air is called, my dear. Is called. It is none other than, my dear, what? We are doing a small powder form, and that is none other than, my dear, atomization. What, my dear? It is atomization. We drew in what, my dear? Powder metallurgy, if you remember. Powder metallurgy in material science. No, it's a atomization, I repeat. Rahul. Here we go. The property of material to break suddenly with little or no deformation is known as. My dear, it is elasticity, malleability, ductility. What, my dear? It is none other than property of materials to break suddenly. That is what? Brittle. Concertal, brittle. It is brittle. Atomization. Very good. Here we go for next. Here we go for next, my dear. Listen to me very carefully. Mass production is characterized by. Okay. We'll wait for you guys so that it will display. The new question will be displayed, then I will continue. Brittleness. Bagurta. Okay. Here. That is same idea. Mass production is characterized by low volume. No, there is a volume should be high, right? High volume atoms with minimum flexibility in their design, right? Minimum flexibility. Number 3 is correct. Number 3 is correct. Very good, very good, very good. Mathan Raj, Rahul, Shabnam, everybody is correct. Everybody is correct. Shiv Kumar, very good dear. That is high volume. Okay, here we go. Performance of rating of an employee may be expressed as from industrial, my dear. It is what? Normal performance by observed performance, normal performance multiplied by observed performance, or what, my dear? It is observed performance divided by what? Normal performance. What should be the right answer? So, my dear, I want to let you know it is none other than the last one. The last one. That is the last one. That is what? Observed performance. And what should be the normal? Right now, if your observed will be higher, then definitely it should be more than 100%. And my dear, your observed performance is quite low. And my dear, normal will be fixed. Normal performance, that is standard. That we have to fix, my dear. Okay, number 4 is correct. Number 4 is, no, it's not number 3. Here we go. Number 4 is there. Here we go. In a single point turning operation with a cemented carbide, the steel combination having a Taylor exponent 0.25. The cutting speed is Hall. Cutting speed is Hall, my dear. Okay. Then my dear, you know that V1 T1 raised to power n is equal to V2 T2 raised to power n. Right? Yes, it is like this now. Yes or no, my dear? Of course, it is like this. Okay. Now you have to put the values. Right? You would have to put the values, right? So initially it is C and V2 T2 is equal to C, right, my dear? That means what? V1 T1 raised to power n is equal to V2 T2. V2 T2, I am doing it in detail. That is raised to power n. My dear, T2 by T1 is equal to what? T2 by T1 is equal to, it is what? V1 by V2 raised to power what? 1 by n. Yes or no, bacha? Of course it is. Of course it is. And my dear, you know that what? It is what, my dear? It is nothing but V2 is equal to what? V2 is equal to what? V2 is nothing but what, my dear? V2 is equal to V1 by 2. That is nothing but what, my dear? V1 by V2 will be what? 2. So here I'll put the value. That is what? T2 by T1 is equal to what, my dear? 2 raised to power what? 1 by n. 1 by n means what? 1 upon 0.25. Right? That is what? 100 by 25. That is 4. That is 2 raised to power 4. That is what? 16. So T2 will be what, my dear? T2 will be what? 16 times. Very good. Fourth one is correct. Here we go for next, my dear. Here we go for next. When there is a reduction in amplitude for every cycle of vibration, then the body is said to be damped. Sorry, undamped. It should be what? Damp or undamped. It should be what, my dear? It should be none other than damp. Sorry. It is again because the amplitude for every cycle of vibration, then the body is said to be amplitude is quite reducing, right? So that will be what, my dear? It should be none other than damp vibration. Number 4. I hope you got it. 16 bar. Very good, Rahul ji. Here we go, my dear. Two bodies M1, M2, okay, have the same kinetic energy. Then their momentum P1 and P2. What should be the relationship between momentum? That you have to tell me. Haji bacha, momentum के बीच क्या relationship होगी? That we have to tell, right? Okay. So my dear C, listen to me very carefully. You know that it is what kinetic energy is same. Their kinetic energy is same. That is what half of M1 V1 square, half of MV square. That is what half of M2 V2 square. Right? It is given. What I'll do, see, half of I will like this M1 V1 square. That is I have multiplied by M1, right? So here I will divide by M1 is equal to, here I will divide what? M2 V2 square. Here I have to divide by M2, right? And you know that, my dear, you know that is what? It is what? That is, it will get cancelled out. That is what? P1 square by M1 is equal to what, my dear? P2 square by M2, right now. So I have to what? I have to take P1 by P2 is equal to what, my dear? Under root P1 by P2 is equal to what, my dear? P1 by P2 it will be equal to M1 by M2. And you know that if M1 is greater than from M2, if M1 is greater than from M2, then definitely the value of P1 by P2 will be greater than from 1. Yes or no? Yes, of course it is. So definitely, my dear, P1 will be greater than from P2. Number 2. Very good. Number 2. Bhiga hua kampan. Okay. I hope you got it, beta. I hope you got it. Here we go for next. Here we go for next. Number 2. Number 2. I hope you got it. Here we go. Which one of the following is an advantage of forging? What is the advantage of forging? Good surface finish? No, there is a bad surface finish. Low tooling cost? No, the tooling cost of the forging is quite high. Close tolerances? No, there is no close tolerances. Yes, it improve what? Physical property, which includes what, my dear? Mechanical as well. So that is fourth one. Fourth one. It should be fourth one. Afzal Khan, most welcome in the session, my dear. And guys, do hit like, share, and subscribe the session. Here I go for next. What is the coordination number of simple cubic structure? That I have already explained yesterday, my dear. Yes, yesterday बहुत अच्छे से बताया था, right? It is none other than what, my dear? Simple cubic structure coordination number, and that I already explained, my dear. That is what? 6, 8, 12, 12, right? 6, 8, 12, 12, right? It is for simple cubic. It is for what, my dear? BCC, right? It is for BCC, right? BCC, it is FCC, and it is what? HCP, right? Yes or no? And what, my dear? Number of atoms, that is what? 1, 2, 4, 6 for the same, right? And it is 52, 68. It is what? Atomic packing factor, APF, 52, 68, 74, 74. I have explained. My dear, answer will be 6. Simple cubic is there, right? Very good. 6 is there. Very good. Here we go for next, my dear. In order to gain toughness in a hardness steel, the process usually adopted. I want what? Hardness. So, my dear, I have to do annealing, normalizing, spheroidizing, tempering. Toughness. I have to gain toughness, my dear. What should I do? Which process should I prefer? And I already told you what? The tempering is very useful for it to increase toughness. What should be the answer, my dear? Tempering. Tempering is there. Okay, here we go for next. Tempering. Here we go for next. When slider moves on a fixed link having curved surface, the instantaneous center lies in. See again, the slider moves on what? Fixed link having curved surface. Agar curved surface se move karega, then, my dear, where we have our eye center, and, my dear, it should be none other than what? center of curvature of curvy linear path, right? Yes or no, bacha? Very good. Number 1 is correct. Don't say like infinity. It is when only there is a slider and it is at plane surface. Some people will say infinity. No, it's not infinity. That's why I said Sam. कि आप infinity बोलोगे. It is not at an infinity. It is what? Curvature path. That at infinity when it should be at flat surface. Here we go for next. Which of the following is not a type of structural robot? Articulated, there is a robot. Cylindrical, is there a robot? Cadration is a system. But my dear, manipulator is nothing but a unit which is maintained on robot, right? And it do the work. So my dear, it will going to interact with manipulator is a part of robot. It is not a robot, right? So number 4. Number 4. It should be number 4, I repeat. Okay, here we go, my dear. The rotor of ship with moment of inertia 200 kg meter square. Rotational speed this much. Okay, what will be the gyroscopic couple if the ship what turns from left at radius of 100 and speed is this much? You know that what will be the gyroscopic couple, and you know that formula will be nothing but what, my dear? I into omega p, right? And my dear, we have to calculate something. And what we have to calculate, my dear? Can you tell me? Beta, be fast. We have to calculate what? Omega p, right? Right now, omega p, that is angular velocity of precision. So omega p will be what, my dear? What it should be? Guys, please tell me. It is none other than what? V by R. Bacha, V by R hoga. And V is given. That is what? 5. R is given. What, my dear? R is radius is 100 meters. So I have to do 100, right? So it should be what, my dear? It should be none other than 0.05. Else you have each and everything. I is 200. Omega is what, my dear? 200 multiplied by 0.05. What it should be, beta? How much? What should be the answer? Answer is 2000 Newton meter. What? 2000 Newton meter. Okay, I hope you got it, beta. I hope you got it. Very good. Very good. It's 2000. It's not 4 Krishnamurti. I hope you guys get it. Okay. I hope you guys got it. Here we go for next. Consider the following. Consider the following statements. Method study is carried out to achieve. Method study is carried out. See, the method study is carried out for what? The most effective use of plant and equipments, most effective use of human efforts, less fatigue to workers. Yes, my dear. It is what? It is none other than, if you learn what, if you have read, my dear, what? It is an informative question based on industry. And it is none other than what, my dear? It is all of the above. All of the above. We do the method study, what, my dear? For most effective utilization of what? Plant and equipment, and what? As human efforts as well. And my dear, we are also make sure that there should be less fatigue to the workers. Okay? It should be 1, 2, 3, all. It should be 1, 2, 3, all, my dear. Okay, here we go for next. Which of the following statement is false with respect to simple pendulum? Simple pendulum. You know that time period of simple pendulum is directly proportional to mass. I want to tell you it is what? 2 pi into L by G. And we have to find out statement which is false. The time period of simple pendulum is directly proportional to mass of the body suspended at free end. Okay. Time period of simple pendulum is directly proportional to the square root of length of string. It's correct. It's correct. Okay. The time period of simple pendulum is inversely proportional to the square root of acceleration due to gravity. It's also correct. The time period of simple pendulum does not depend on mass. It is also correct. So, my dear, which one is false? Number 1. Number 1. Very good. Very good. Here we go for next. The tool life test. In a tool life test, doubling the cutting speed. See, doubling the cutting speed reduces the tool life 1/8 of the original. Taylor tool life index will be? We have to find out what n. My dear, what is the equation? Vtn raised to power c. Now you have to utilize two equations, right? Yes or no? Yes. So my dear, how you can? Yes, can you tell me? Bacha, do it and tell me the answer for it. Yes, tell me the answer for it. Very good. Number one is correct. Number one is correct. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That is what we can put V1 T1 raised to power n, V2 T2 raised to power n, right? Right now, and we have T2. T2 is given what, my dear? T2 is what? 1 by 8 of T1, right? Right now, and tool life doubling the cutting speed. And what about the V1? V2 is nothing but what, my dear? Twice V1. Put this value, you'll get n. And a value of n will be, my dear, क्या आएगी बच्चा? It should be what? जो final equation आएगा, the final equation you'll get, that will like this 2 raised to power 1 by n. And my dear, that will be equal to what? It should be 1 by 3, right? Yes or no, बच्चा? It should be what? n by 3, 1 by 3. Okay? It should be 1 by 3. आपके पास जो equation आएगी वो ऐसी कुछ आएगी, right? जब इसको आप solve करोगे, ये value put करोगे तो cancel out करोगे. So this will be the equation. So my dear, what should be the value? If I get 2 raised to power cube, then I'll get 8 na. So what I'll do, I'll put the n value 1 by 3. So क्या होगा? 1 upon 1 by 3 will become what? Raised to power 3. So what I'll get? 2 cube raised to power 8. That will be the answer. That is, my dear, 1 by 3 is correct answer. 1 by 3 is correct answer. Very good. Very good. Here we go for next, my dear. Here we go for next. A process of involving heating of steel above critical temperature and then cooling it in a furnace. Furnace में ही cool करते हैं. That is what? It is not normalizing, tempering, hardening. It is what, my dear? Annealing. It is what? Annealing. Annealing. And process annealing is nothing what? Unsteady state heat transfer, right? It is unsteady state process. Annealing. I hope you got it, bacha. Here we go for next. Here we go for next. Chale. Everybody is correct. Annealing is correct. Here we go for next. You have to match the pairs. Okay. Ductility by tension test. Right now, endurance limit, my dear. Endurance limits किससे test करते हैं? Fatigue से. So it should be 2 only. Toughness by impact test. Right? Toughness by impact test. Resistance to penetration. That will be nothing but what, my dear? 4th one, that is hardness test. So it should 3214. 3214, right? Number 3 is correct. Number 3 is correct. Number 3 is correct. Okay. Now we'll go for next one. Chip thickness ratio, we have to find out. Okay. Jana pehchana question, that is what? You know that tan of theta is nothing but what, my dear? R cos of alpha divided by what, my dear? 1 minus R sin of alpha. Right? So it should be what? Theta is equal to tan inverse of what, my dear? ये बहुत बार लिख चुका हूं मैं. Right? But 1 minus R upon sin alpha. So guys, tell me, what should be the answer for it? हाँ जी बच्चा, क्या आंसर है इसका? It is none other than option number 1. It is none other than option number 1 is correct. Okay. I hope you got it. Very good. Very good, everybody. Here we go for next. Engineering strain of mild steel is recorded what? 0.100%. True strain we have to calculate. True strain we have to calculate, my dear. True strain. How we can calculate true strain? And you know that true strain is nothing but what, my dear? Ln 1 plus engineering strain. And the value of engineering strain is given. Now put the value, get the answer. Now put the value, get the answer. That is what? It is 0.1 right now. So you have to divide it by 100. So my dear, what you will get? 1. It should be divided by 100. What you will get? It should be, कितना हो जाएगा बच्चा? It is 0.001. It is 0.001, right? So put this value over here, you will get the answer, and this ET will come out. ET will come out, my dear. What? 0.099, right? My dear, what? It is in percentage. इसको multiply कर देना 100 से, you will get in percentage because they are asking percentages, so answer will be this one. Because you are going to get 9.99 into 10 raised to power minus 4. यहाँ से जो value आएगी 9.99 into 10 raised to power minus 4. Okay, but if you have to multiply it by 100, then you get 10 raised to power minus 2. That will be shifted by 2 units, and you will get this answer. Okay, I hope you got it. So guys, here we have finished all the questions. Here we have finished 50 questions, my dear. Okay, here we have finished 50 questions. I want to tell you, those who are new to this channel, my dear, you can explore, you can fill the application form if you are interested in SSC Mechanical live coaching, my dear, because the classes is going on full. So my dear, you can fill the application form which is provided in the description of the link, in the form of link in my dear description of this video. And my dear, you can attempt our Gate Reward quiz and get a chance to win exciting prizes, right? And you can attempt it in Testbook app as well as in the Testbook website. And we have that already told you that it RRB and TPC exam dates out special, that we are going to just what Testbook Pass just for rupees 299. Okay, and yearly. So guys, get benefited of this opportunity. And my dear, I want to tell you one thing, that if you are that is new to channel, then I want to tell you UPPSC AE question solving series. AE question solving series is going at 11 daily, 11 AM pe jati hai. Okay, and my dear, one more thing that I want to tell you, that is again we have Vizag at 3. Vizag at 3. But Aska Vizag, but today the Vizag class will be at 6. At 6 PM. शाम को 6 बजे होगी. ठीक है? Otherwise regular timing will be 11 and 3. 11 and 3, I repeat. And tomorrow, my dear, we have something special in UPPSC. Okay? Today, Vizag timing, we have today आपको solve करना पड़ेगा without, see, you have to apply reverse engineering. Do the reverse engineering, that Shabnam. You have to reverse engineering. Just take option and try to solve. Right? जैसे अभी यहाँ पे आया था, supposed to be, अभी एक आया था ना किसी slide में, that is we have what, my dear? We have, कहाँ गया question वो? Okay, I don't know where is the question. That is 2 raised to power 1 by n is equal to how much? It is given 8 now, and we don't know. Supposed to be you don't know. वहाँ पे value आसान थी तो you get it. But my dear, supposed to be you don't know, but you have options. So you just put that option over here and just get answer. So in this way you get it. Okay. So my dear, tomorrow will be at 11. Sorry, today we have Vizag session at 6 PM in evening. Okay. How to solve that I told you, na. You can just take you can just cross check, and the calculation part will be balanced, my dear. Will be balanced. Okay, log value, yes. So my dear, remember one thing that I want to tell you, you just mug up log value from 1 to 5 at least. You should know the values of log 1 to 5, or at least, and minimum, that is 1 to 3, it is must. 1 to 3, it is must. But if possible, then please remember the log values of 1 to 5. That will going to helpful in the examination. Okay. I hope everybody is getting. Okay. No, UPPSC we have taken at 9. So why it should be at 11? No. Session at 11 of UPPSC has been over now. Okay. And one more thing that I want to tell you, tomorrow there is something special for UPPSC. So guys, don't miss. Okay, log wale mein. So that's why I told Shabnam that you have to remember the values. Because in ES engineering examination, that is engineering services examination, you have to remember all the kind of that is values. Like for log values, like for e raised to power values, like this. Sam nahi hoga. And guys, once again, I told you that please revise each and every subject, because if you forget to revise now, so my idea, definitely you are going to suffer in the examination. Okay, getting on a selection, that means bahumat se bachna, alpat mein aana, that is you should be in minority only when you have done the revision. Otherwise, you will definitely in majority. Majority means बहुमत, and बहुमत से भारत में सरकार बनती है, selection नहीं होता. Remember this. Okay. Remember this, that in India, if you want to get selected for what? Sarkari Naukri, my dear, that is government job, then you have to be in minority. Minority means not category wise. Alpmat. That means what? The maximum people who got rejected, that are major persons, right? In that concern, I'm saying. Okay. Okay, my dear. So Rahul. Okay. So I hope कि आप लोग अच्छा परफॉर्म करोगे. मॉक टेस्ट डेफिनेटली. राहुल जी, मॉक टेस्ट विल बिगिन, डोंट वरी. Okay. So guys, it's time to leave now. It's time to leave. We'll see you in the next session, that is Vizag. So take care. Bye bye. Shabba khair. And one more thing that I want to tell you, if you are new to this channel, my dear, do it, like, share, subscribe the channel. Okay. And please fill the form, application form, if you have any kind of queries regarding GATE examination or SSC JE Mechanical live coaching. And the link of that application has been provided in the description of this video, and the PDF file will be provided after the session. Okay. So guys, take care. Bye bye. And one more thing that I want to add, that please stay at home, stay safe, stay online with testbook.com.